Your brain on possibility. The neuroscience of why visualization actually works. In the months leading up to the Olympics, Michael Phelps did something every single night that had nothing to do with physically swimming. He lay in bed, closed his eyes, and watched a movie. Not a real one. A mental one, frame by frame, of himself swimming the perfect race. The dive, the first stroke, the turn, the finish. Every single detail, in order, exactly as he wanted it to happen. For years, people called this a confidence trick. A nice mental warm-up. Something soft, something extra. But neuroscience has since shown something remarkable. Phelps wasn't just calming his nerves. He was training his brain. Physically. Measurably. The same way he trained his body. Here's what's actually happening when you visualize. When you vividly imagine performing a movement, really feel it, really inhabit it, your brain doesn't fully know the difference between imagining the action and doing it. Researchers have confirmed this using brain imaging. When someone mentally rehearses a skill, their brain activates many of the same regions involved in the real, physical version of that movement, particularly the motor cortex, the supplementary motor area, and the cerebellum, the regions responsible for coordination, timing, and precision. This isn't a metaphor. It's measurable on a scan. Your muscles even receive faint neural signals during this process, too small to actually move your body, but real enough to reinforce the exact neural pathway your brain would use to perform the skill for real. You are, quite literally, training without moving. So why does this matter beyond the swimming pool? Because the principle underneath it isn't really about sports. It's about how the brain learns anything. There's a foundational idea in neuroscience often summarized as neurons that fire together, wire together. Every time you activate a particular neural pathway, whether through real action or vivid imagined action, you strengthen it. You make it more efficient, more automatic, more you. This means the brain doesn't just learn through doing. It learns through rehearsing. And that opens up something genuinely exciting. If this works for a golf swing or a gymnastics routine, it can work for the way you walk into a difficult conversation, the way you handle a high-pressure moment, the way you show up in a meeting, a negotiation, a new opportunity you're not sure you're ready for. Your brain is, in a very real sense, building the skill before you ever attempt it. But, and this is the part most people get wrong, not all visualization is created equal. Research on elite athletes reveals something important. There's a massive difference between vague daydreaming and structured, deliberate mental rehearsal. Vivid, sensory-rich visualization, where you genuinely see it, hear it, and feel it, produces a much stronger neural effect than a vague, passive image floating through your mind for 2 seconds. The athletes who get the most benefit aren't just picturing the outcome. They're rehearsing the entire process. Every step, in order, with the same level of detail they'd use in real life. A skier doesn't just see herself winning. She feels the cold air, hears the sound of her skis on the snow, feels her own balance shift midair. And critically, she rehearses success. Not panic, not failure, not the moment going wrong. The version where it goes right. Because whatever neural pathway gets rehearsed is the one getting strengthened. So the brain needs to be shown, clearly and repeatedly, what getting it right actually looks and feels like. Here's where this becomes genuinely hopeful. This means visualization isn't some unreachable mystical talent only Olympic athletes get access to. It's a trainable skill, a practical tool, something built on real biology that is sitting there, available to you, completely free, every single day. You don't need to be naturally confident to use it. You don't need years of experience in whatever you're trying to do. You just need to give your brain a clear, vivid, detailed rehearsal of the version of you that handles it well. Walking into the room calm, speaking with clarity, making the decision without hesitation, receiving the good news, closing the deal, having the hard conversation, and staying steady through it. Every time you rehearse that version of yourself with real detail and real feeling, you are doing something neurologically real. You're not pretending. You're practicing. So here's a genuinely useful way to think about it. Your brain has been quietly rehearsing things your whole life, most of it by accident. Replaying an awkward moment, imagining a conversation going badly before it's even happened, worrying your way through a future that hasn't occurred yet. That's visualization too. It's just been running on autopilot, often in the wrong direction. The research simply hands you the controls. 5 minutes a day, with real detail and real intention, rehearsing the outcome you actually want. That's not wishful thinking. That's the same mechanism elite athletes use to build Olympic-level skill. You already have the equipment. You just have to choose what you train it on. Like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.